Kinky Kite, Kinky Kite Kits kick 6 sticks quick. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Whatever We Want podcast. It's your boy, Jazz, Super Jazz.
Forgot his own name?
Is that fucking, did you hear what I just said? Jesus Christ. What's going on, everybody? It's Whatever We Want podcast. I go by the name of Jazz, Super Jazz, SJ, JT, whatever you want, what have you, and the like. And as always, I am here with the other host of the show.
Hey guys, y'all know who it is, what's going on, when it's happening, where it's at, and why we're here today. How you doing? It is I, the sublimely magnificent, big ugly himself, Omari Ellis, Feo Grande on YouTube, sometimes referred to as Pete on the show. I'm here as well.
Yep, and like I said, everybody, this is the Whatever We Want podcast, where we do just that. We talk about whatever we want, and we let these chips fall where they meet year.
Are you saying it's a leap year? Every leap year we're going to do this?
There you go, because 2024 is leap year.
Yeah, I had to guess because, we don't lead the conversation. Conversation leads us. So I was just trying to see where the conversation was being godly.
Did I say that? Normally you correct me because I forgot it, but didn't I say
I'm pretty sure you just said we talk about just that, whatever we want, and we let these chips fall where they may. Or you wanted to say may, but you were too busy trying to say meep year. So because you've been hanging with Meeker.
I think you're right that what was the we don't lead this conversation leads us. Yeah, I didn't say that part. Anyway, we let these chips fall where they may.
Every Wednesday. Yes,
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Pete?
It's going okay. It's a bit weird out there in the world this day and age with the past couple weeks or so. Last week I went to AEW on Wednesday.
The dopeness.
Enjoyed myself. Lots of cool stuff that I could get into in a moment. And then Friday or Saturday, I get a message where it's like, you better not fucking enjoy AEW because of rumors and shit. And then starting Monday or starting today, I see other people coming out and being like, hey, maybe we piled on those rumors a little too hard because we didn't have all the evidence. But I'm going to digress going any further about said rumors because that appears to be all we have at the moment. Emphasis on the word at the moment, people. Calm the fuck down. Anyway, at the moment, that. But that said, Monday had something that everyone can be enjoyed about because Jinder Mahal is back on Monday Night Raw.
One of the best trolls. A former WWE champion. Everybody all. And they pulled his ass out. That was so funny.
To be fair, he had a couple good comments in his promo he had out there.
I mean, a lot of times the heel, even when the heel and of course this isn't a wrestling pod, so the heel is bad guy for people who don't give a fuck about what we're talking about. But the heel in wrestling, a lot of times will start giving a promo, and they might say it in a shitty way, but they'll be saying some shit, and it's like, it's kind of a good point.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's wrong, America? You don't like when people tell you, well, that you're wrong, and y'all are more divided than ever.
Because everybody fucking hates each other now, and you're not allowed to enjoy your fucking life because you have to hate everyone that disagrees with you, or else you're the enemy? Yeah, I fucking hate it too.
And a lot of what Jinder was saying, I was like, Jinder, like, I was watching, I was like, Jinder, you're kind of making a good point here, buddy. Like, you're kind of.
He's like, I know how to unify you. You just booed your own national anthem. I know I could get you to boo. But that also proves my point about Americans not liking America, which if you ask half the people I know, that's true nowadays. And it's the morally right thing to do. So let me make sure I get that out there.
When he said that shit. And clearly, he did make a point. But it's like, clearly, if you go to a Spanish-speaking place to speak English and they don't know what the hell you're saying, and you say the national anthem of whatever that country is.
Oh yeah.
But you say it in English, but you're supposed to be the bad guy. They're gonna boo it.
Oh yeah, they're gonna hate you for not speaking their language.
Booing you because we don't like you. So it was a nice.
Especially when you come out here and you insult their country in their language before you started speaking your own.
Right, so it was a nice, like, haha, gotcha. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, it made sense.
It was so fucking hilarious, right? But
no, it made sense. And then, The Rock comes out.
Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson comes out. And, we entered the final chapter of the story.
I knew you were going to fucking say that.
Now, it's not going to end. I don't think The Rock ends it. Do you think The Rock ends the story? Or do you think it'll be Cody?
All of us say there's two different stories. You mean the story of Roman and the story of Cody?
The story. We gotta finish it.
The story. When I think of...
You think The Rock's here to be part of Cody's story?
Hell no, but when I think of... No, of course not. But when I think of the story, I think of Cody, because Cody is the one.
Yes. Yes. Shut up, bitch. I'm sure you've seen that meme. Oh, there's a meme with Cody Rhodes being like, and I am going to finish the snow, and it just cuts to The Rock from way back when. Shut up, bitch! And this king goes.
A lot of people are saying that The Rock came in and
fucked up Cody's thing. There's another shot that I sent the group chat with you and Bill of Cody thinking it, and then Sean Spears hitting him with a chair. Do you know why I sent you that particular version of the meme?
Because people said that was a light chair shot?
Nope.
Oh, because Sean Spears is going back.
Nope.
Did they repeat? No?
Nope. Because in the background of that, there's a funny poster being held up.
Oh, I didn't pay attention and didn't know about this.
Yeah. It's okay. You see it so often, it's just blended in with your memories at this point.
Do you not want to say what it was?
No.
I could look it up myself. It just seems like it's something that you don't want to repeat like on camera.
You don't have to. 1 minute here. You don't have to.
He is off of his headphones, so I'm gonna go ahead and just amp a little bit until go ahead and he gets back and we come back. Was that shit honestly in the background? Okay, I'm sorry everybody. This is unprofessional, professional, Lickensy Dickens, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, he gets hit, and then you see in the crowd.
Because everybody was talking about around at the time of AEW.
That's from Fyter Fest 2019 at CEO in Daytona in the Ocean Center.
Again, everybody, for y'all who don't give a fuck about wrestling, AEW is the mainstream alternative within the last 20 years or so since WCW.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Went out of business, and AEW or whatever they've been around for. This is going into the 6th year of them being around. And Pete happened to be at one of the early fucking shows.
Fyter Fest in Daytona in 2019. At the Ocean Center.
And he held up this sign of his fucking face. And the funniest shit about the shit is some people were even like, oh, you're the dude with the face. Like, you're the dude who held up the face. He held up a big sign, which is a big face of his own fucking face.
Yeah.
So, I gotta see
this one. Pretty sure, if not this exact one, it was a bigger one.
I gotta see if I can find this. The fact that you still have a sign of your face.
Why wouldn't I? Who doesn't?
Why wouldn't you get rid of it? Why would you get rid of it? Is a good question.
Well, you see that sign and also that one, here.
Right.
And I think 2 other ones were in the crowd that night. Just one was in camera shot, and it was the one I just held up.
Okay, so this is the thing. You can't fully see the face because you're starting to unfurl it. right there.
Well,
Starting to be.
It ends for you before it fully unfurls.
Only at 2 seconds.
Yeah, it ends for you before it fully unfurls.
And by the way, people,
that sucks.
Can we fucking talk about how this motherfucker had amazing seats? Holy shit! I'm looking back at this and I'm like, this nigga seats was on point. Motherfucking, you was sitting like second row,
you can't,
fucking, like camera side ring.
You can't make it out because small fucking thing, but it does get fully unfurled.
Wow. How many people are you annoying with that sign, though?
2 at the very least. Only one that really got annoyed.
Oh, I was joking.
I asked one earlier, like, is it okay? And they said fine. Then later, like at one point, I was sort of, and the girl was like, "Can you?" And I'm like, no, I'm at a wrestling show. I have a sign. I put it down. I put it up less. I just was like, I'm not putting this down for the rest of the night for you. No, I won't put it up as often. Yeah, I'm like, I won't put it up as often, but I'm not putting it down for the rest of the night. Like, my friend literally got me these seats so I could put my face on camera. He gave 3 other people these signs. By the way, I didn't make a single one of these face signs. Really?
That is very unexpected.
The only thing I've made with my face, or quote unquote made, the only thing I made with my face on it is the t-shirts.
The fact that that's a sentence.
But I don't sell the t-shirts. I'm literally the only person that owns them.
But do you understand, like, the fact that that's a sentence?
It's only 2.
No, but I'm just saying that's a sentence you don't hear every day. And any other, like, context, that would be like, what the fuck? But because of the fact that, like...
Because you don't own anything with your name on it.
Well, we've known each other forever, that you say it, and I didn't even flinch. You said, "Oh, I didn't put my face on any of these signs. The only thing I put my face on is the t-shirts." Anybody else would be like, "What?" I'm just like, okay.
Oh yeah, you've seen it. And if they watch CEO, they've seen the t-shirts as well. At least in the past few years, especially on Sunday, I'm there in the crowd with the shirt on, with the face.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dog. I'm the guy with the face. That. What is he promoting? I don't know. Him? I don't fucking know. Himself?
Ain't nothing wrong with promoting.
Yeah, he dared to promote himself? I don't fucking know. But the bottom line is, no, my roommate got that, and he got 3 of the like small ones. He gave one, I believe, to his fiance at the time, now wife. Gave another to my buddy who I referred to on the show as Yuki, who buys me a lot of Vegeta related shit for like Garbage Day, which I mentioned last year. And then my buddy Bro, or at least I referred to him as Bro on here. I don't think I've used the other name for him, although I guess that's also not his real name, so I don't know why I'm not. But the bottom line is he still, every time I go to his house, he still, like me, has like one of those on his desk. I'm like, awesome.
Oh, your face.
Yeah, no, the fucking face that's in the background there.
Fucking hilarious.
Like the same kind of like little cut board, because my buddy had the idea. We were gonna, because Fighter Fest was gonna be there, we were gonna try to get my face on as many shots as possible. And early in AEW, there's a couple of shots in their packages that have my face in the background because they needed footage from Fighter Fest. Like one of Cody's first storylines in AEW was him versus Shawn Spears, because, you know, Shawn Spears hit him in the fucking head with a chair, in a not soft chair shot, because the man was bleeding from it. And it was like, actually, like, damn, it was a shot to the head. Just bam, fuck you, nigga. Hits me being like, oh shit, put up this fucking sign. Because I had it down. I was not expecting that. And then I'm like, oh. And that was my idea. I was going to put up the sign on things I wanted to make this face about.
That is fucking hilarious. I remember, I doubt that's the same picture, but I could be wrong. But I remember when you first started like circulating that type face when you were in high school.
It's the same picture.
That is crazy.
And I don't think I was spreading that face in high school.
You weren't spreading that head.
I didn't get
You did for profile pics.
I didn't get that render or of that face, to be cut out to be used for things until 2011. It was December of 2011 because I had moved in December of 2010 for about a year back to St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
On my way back, about, 3 days before I got back, posted to my friends down here, like a little group for them to see in Orlando. You ever played a game from Zelda, Majora's Mask? Are you familiar with the main gimmick of that game?
Where you put the mask on and gives you powers?
Okay, that was a badly worded phrase of what I was saying. The main story point of the game and how the game works.
No.
Okay, there's a moon. And it's gonna crash into the planet.
Crash into Earth and some shit.
Yeah, it's gonna crash into the planet in 3 days. You gotta fucking stop the moon from crashing. Spoilers, you don't get to do it on time. But time rewinds and you get a new 3 days and you gotta keep going. You pretty much Groundhog Day until you get it fucking right at the end. Certain quests, certain dungeons, certain all other kind of things. It is spoilers, but it's also not, because it's literally the whole fucking game and this is the premise of the game. But like certain quests, dungeons, and places you can be are only available on certain times of day, certain days out of the 3, and you gotta keep restarting. Anyway, buddy of mine, I believe I called him Jeff on this show. Jeff, he went through and he's a big fan of Majora's Mask. I'm pretty sure that's his favorite Zelda game. A lot of people say Ocarina of Time. Jeff was about Majora's Mask. Jeff and you would probably get along because some of y'all opinions is like, really? That's what you like?
Very different from the norm.
Yeah. So you guys might get along in that case. But I wonder I wonder how Jeff feels about Bio Brawly. I have to ask him.
Or before I even think about that, I was gonna say, or if we feel very different from the norm with a lot of people, but our points make sense to us.
Yeah.
We not agree with the norm and not agree with each other.
Yeah, I do think his tastes are a bit more in line with the mainstream, but he does have weird ones.
The thing I was gonna say real quick. The thing is, and we talked about this. A lot of times people think, and you say you know me to know that this is not the case. But a lot of times people think that I am like going against the grain because I want to be that guy. And like, no, I just happen to fucking have weird fucking tastes and shit.
Mm-hmm. As well as want to go against the grain every once in a while.
No.
It's okay. We all do. I will go ahead and be the first to admit that there are a lot of things that if they get too popular before I watch, I won't watch them.
I'm not that dude. I was that dude, like, in my youth and shit. Like, I look back when Lil Wayne started getting big when I was in high school. And I think about this to this day, especially as like a rapper or whatever. Lil Wayne's considered top 10 for good reason. The man got a huge catalog. He's, got some of the wittiest punchlines, lyrics, all kind of shit. Lil Wayne started getting big back in high school. I wasn't necessarily feeling him. And the fact that everybody else was really feeling him made me want to try to look at it less. I look back, Lil Wayne ain't so much my cup of tea, but I give him more respect now. But I look back, I was hating. So
same.
I was hating. When it came to Lil Wayne,
I also didn't like a lot of the stuff I was hearing as singles. I didn't like Lollipop and stuff. I was like, count me. I didn't necessarily like Duffel Bag Boy either. I just thought he was like fucking, like Cat Williams said in one of his comedy specials, it sounded like he was crying all the fucking time. I'll do nothing I'm about. I'm sitting out there like the grass goes a while. Come get your money, little Duffel Bag Boy.
That's the way to stand out though.
I mean, he had his own unique style. And I'm not going to say anything. And again, all the respect in the world. But yes, I was also hating when I was younger, about the same time you were. Because I liked Lil Wayne as part of like Cash Money Records and Hot Boys. It's just he was going in a direction that I no longer necessarily liked, and I was younger and didn't know that much about music and didn't realize, you know, sometimes motherfuckers just want to do a weird album and then they'll go back to doing good shit later.
When he did the rock album Rebirth.
Yeah.
That's the one with How to Love on it. How to Love.
Oh, is that still Wayne?
Yeah, he was.
I don't know Wayne album names aside from The Block Is Hot, and I don't even think that was the actual name of the album.
He was going to do a weird album. That's when he was doing.
Oh, and The Carters.
Yeah, he's done 5 of them. But he was doing rap for so long, obviously, and then he did rock for a minute.
Oh,
where a lot of people say the rock album is trash. I don't know. A lot of people say it was fucking like people who like Wayne.
I like the song "It Doesn't Matter." Wyclef.
What does that have to do with Lil Wayne? Aside from the fact that it's in the same genre.
The rock album. That's all. Yep, there it is.
You say, yep, there it is?
Yeah. Yep, there it is.
That was so fucking corny. My brain didn't even register that level of corny. My brain didn't even register that level of corny.
That's okay. Eventually, you came around to get it. And that's what it's all about.
I hate that
moment. Yeah, exactly. And that's what it's all about. Just that moment, in and of itself. The face palm, that's what it's all about. God damn it. Why? Why did I let this guy say this?
I wish that I was either too stupid or too smart to get that. But apparently I'm average enough intelligence that I got that. Like, I'm right in the middle. I get that shit.
You're right there with the rest of us.
Jesus Christ. I just realized, speaking of finish the story, did you finish the story you were telling before we went down this tangent?
No.
Okay, so we like to go back to this. I just thought about that. Do you remember where you were going?
Yes. So, Jeff, you know, Majora's Mask is his favorite game, and I was coming back, and it was about 3 days before I returned. So he posted a thing in like the Facebook group for the friend group. There was a moon, and over it was this face, and it just said 3 more days. And I thought it was hilarious and all of that. And sometime later after getting back, I asked him, or this is like a couple years after I got back, I asked him like, hey, do you remember where you found that face? He's like, probably one of your old prom photos that used to be on Facebook. I'm like, from a prom photo? What the fuck? That's hilarious. Want to see what I look like on prom night?
God. That's funny.
It's even more funny when you know more about me. The bottom line is, yeah. So I eventually, when I started doing the stream, or we tried to get into streaming earlier than I got into streaming because we thought it was a lot more difficult than it actually is. But actually, no. Around the time I got into having my own stream, my roommate had an idea for a show. It would involve my buddy, Bro, as I mentioned before, and I could just do like Jeff and use his real name, but that would confuse you because it's a common real name, so I won't. But yeah, Bro, and then he also got Mustache Man, who I'm gonna call Mustache Man. If I haven't referred to him as Mustache Man before, he's the Mustache Man now. Yeah, Mustache Man is better than all of us at video games. That's just a fact. That is no self-deprecation.
It's the dude that I think.
No, he doesn't look like Abraham Lincoln. He's got a mustache.
Okay.
And I think I call him just straight up Lincoln or Abe. Probably won't be talking about him that much on this show. Anyway, unless it's something from way back in the story, which I don't think Lincoln was involved with this one. It was my roommate's idea. had an idea for a show where we get an emulator, and like I said, Mustache Man is better than us at all the games. Kyo is the most entertaining out of all of us. So get them both on the camera. Me, while up there in the entertaining factor, I'm a mascot. That's what I am. I'm the mascot. I'm the guy you put on the things. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna hold it up again.
The way you have branded yourself, you notice the second you said, I'm a man. When you branded yourself, I'm like, I could see that working for you.
I've actually heard what's his name, Bro, at a garbage day one year when someone who was new to garbage day. There was a trend for a couple years, I guess, because I always feel bad when I don't get people things for Christmas and or garbage day, and they get me stuff for that. So they got a kick for a couple years out of chaining together everybody's gifts for me, like as one big thing. Like, Omari, what? Why'd you get me some? Okay, thank you. Hey, don't go away just yet, Omari. I got this under. Oh my god! And I'm just getting overwhelmed with emotions and shit. But one year this is going on, and the new guy. I'm gonna call him Double O. Double O, he asked Bro, and he's like, hey, why is everybody doing this for him? And I just heard like, well, when you're the mascot, that's what happens. And I'm like, yes, I am the mascot. That's fine. Anyway, as the mascot, we knew we wanted to put this face as the main face associated with the show, and we decided to call it Theo's Fortress. We got a little cut down thing out of like the same board that other face thing is made out of, made a little like castle. I would not say anything. My Theo character on the show would the show would start, it'd be like the little shot of the castle. I would pop up, doing the face, do like a little siren thing as the music starts, and for the whole time they cut to me like, you got anything to say? Disapproval, whatever. It was supposed to be funny. It was whatever. Bottom line is, it's Theo's Fortress. Technically it's my domain, but I don't really use words. I just make a lot of noises, and I'm kind of comic relief. But the main comic relief would be Bro, as he constantly gets frustrated at losing competitions to the Mustache Man. And we only got to air like 2, maybe 3 episodes. I know the first one involved a game called Kangaroo Kid. That game is not good, but it has a song that's like hear this for like 3 hours straight. It's like a good 5-8 second loop that just keeps going. And Bro was not doing well. Mustache Man was doing slightly better. But yeah, the idea was Mustache Man was the villain of the show. You watched it to root for Kyo or Bro to win. And
he whooping that ass.
And then, Theo's there too. I don't remember the entire premise, but we had a Twitch channel for it and everything. But we stopped after like 3 or 4 weeks because schedules and nobody watching, so why? Only two of the 4 people involved actually give a damn about being entertainers. Bro and myself. Bro, a voice actor, he's gonna be blowing up this year. I won't say why, but I know he'll be blowing up this year.
What's up?
So all the more reason to, I guess, technically protect his name. But he's gonna be blowing up this year. But yeah, so we were doing the Theo's Fortress thing. And then I decided, because they made a funny thing where they used the it's right here, so for visual guidance, since it is a visual show, I'm gonna have it. They used the face, right? And they put like a crown on it and a fucking like mustache. to be like another thing for like a logo or whatever. It's if you go to my Twitch page when the stream is down and when I'm not live, it's technically just there. That picture is still there, and that's about 2013, 2014 that I started streaming. So yeah, 2014 I think is when I started streaming. And since then, I was just like, well, this is going to be the face. This face from when I was at senior prom is going to be my marketing face.
The funny thing, though, on some real shit, if you study the pic, you can tell that you were younger, but you really, still in that pic, you really look the fucking same.
Oh, yeah, it's a good pic.
Like, you could fucking, somebody could, well, that and the fact that you aged gracefully, bro. Black don't crack, goddammit. Like, you could,
you can't hear it over Zoom.
Huh?
I said you can't hear it over Zoom. Because of the nature of my body, usually when I say that to people, I immediately crack something by moving. I'm like, you know what they say, black don't crack. Only once has someone actually noticed the joke when I did it. Usually people are like, yeah, black doesn't crack. But one time, like, I forget the girl's name, but she just started rolling the second I cracked. She was like, oh, God damn it, you did. I'm like, you get it.
I probably would have gotten it because I've known you forever and known that you're fucking practice all the time or whatever. I, like you said, I couldn't hear it. But no, black don't crack. Like, if you could tell somebody that pic was taken about 2-3 years ago, and it's believable.
Well, it's like my current headshot was taken 7 years ago.
Good God.
Hey, before that, the headshot I was using was taken the same year as this picture.
What about it? My current headshot, I think, was taken probably about 6 or 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Yeah, my IMDb headshot was 7 years ago.
That's crazy. I was talking with one of my good friends, one of my friends I hadn't seen in a while, actually, a few years. I was talking with him, ran into him at a New Year's Eve party, and we were talking about, you know, this, that, whatever. You know, we asked each other, how old are you? How old are you? Like, oh shit, really, really? You know, it's a white guy I was talking to. Really? Oh shit. And then he was like, well, you know, you black don't crack, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. It's like, apparently, when I tell people my actual age, which I'm fine telling motherfuckers I'm 32. But when I tell people my actual age, so many people, not a fucking joke. A lot of my coworkers, like women, whatever, like that I work with, other people who I don't work with, a lot of motherfucking people. Some people guess the age and like get within like a year or two are on the money, but most people, the oldest they go is 26. Most people think at the oldest I'm 26.
I've had a couple of 40s.
For you? Yeah,
but I'll put the asterisk on there. It's because they knew I was older than I look. So they were trying to guesstimate, like, I don't know, you're 40? No. Nice try.
I had one of my coworkers, bartender.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not that old.
I had one of my coworkers though. She said, because I was like, you know, shortly after I started working at my job right now, she's like, I was like, how you think I am? Whatever. Because again, I don't mind telling people how old I am, but you know, I have lately been playing the how old do you think I am game just to see.
Oh yeah, it gets more fun as you get older.
And then people, you know, like this one woman said 24. I thought she was fucking with me. I said, you fucking with me, right? I said, no. I said, you fucking with me. She's like, no. I was like, really? Bro, I'm 32. She's like, what the fuck?
When's the last time you got carded for a rated R movie?
Oh, that doesn't happen anymore.
That's happened to me twice since turning 30.
I mean, if you think I'm 26 or even 24, you still think I'm old enough to see the movie. So.
Yeah, but that was the thing where I would get mad and they were like, take the compliment, you look young. I'm like, okay, I get carded for alcohol. That's one thing. I don't look 16.
You're not fucking 17, 16. You're 16, right?
I don't look younger than 16.
But you're not 16.
Even when shaved. I don't look younger I don't look 16 or younger. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, no, I look like I'm an adult. I just look like a young adult. Yeah.
I mean, and now that like I was telling you before we started recording, like I'm trying to grow this beard out, just see how it looks. Something started doing towards the end of last year.
Because, I know how I look. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say because my facial hair started growing in. Normally it would grow in patchy right here, so I would just keep my goatee and my little bit of stash, but it started filling in. So, but I'm pretty sure if I shave this, I definitely would look younger.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you can see it right here. Nothing ever grows in. Kind of over here too. It's starting now, but nothing really grows in here. And so I just always shave my shit off when it gets long enough. Because if it's not going to fully connect, what the fuck am I doing? You're making myself look worse for no reason.
I feel you on that. That's why I told you I would always like this would be so. Normally, this was patchy as hell for so long. So I just always, like I said, kept it clean around here. But now, this was an accident. I just went a few weeks of kind of, like I said, 2023 being a weird year, not being motivated, whatever. So I went a few weeks of just not shaving and shit. Looked up and said, "Oh shit, my shit's starting to grow in."
Yeah.
Huh.
What?
And then went to the barber and told him line me up around it, and we'll see what it looks like.
What I often do when I do shave myself, I'll shave the sideburns and beard off, and this off first, and I'll like leave the mustache and whatever's here because this part usually grows better than the rest, except for right here because of an injury.
My shit doesn't grow in. It's like down below, like one little patch.
Yeah, right here. That won't grow anything because that was an injury on a bike in St. Louis in 2010. Actually, it's actually kind of funny. I'll get to that in a second. But I usually leave this and then a day later go, that looks stupid, and shave it off too. It almost always happens. So lately I just started shaving it all off. I'm like, I don't look good with a mustache. I don't look good with facial hair. I look better when I have my hair cut and I am clean shaved.
You know what? You're right. You've seen me with my mustache goatee thing. Now you see beard. I'm trying this out. You've seen me clean shaven. I ain't never seen you with facial hair for real. Like you do the spotty thing, but I've never seen you actually try to grow a mustache or like actually try to grow anything. I just thought about that.
Yeah, the longest it's gotten a long time was a few weeks ago because I went like a couple months without doing it, but I don't like keeping it. Here's the thing. I was taught as a little kid, and I don't mean this to throw shade on anybody when I say I was taught this, but I would rather say I learned real quickly that me with hair is not a good combination to look at. Because it was pretty much like clockwork. Every 2 or 3 weeks, get your damn hair cut. Nope, we're cutting that shit off. Which, to be fair, I didn't take the best care of my hair either, because I'm lazy. And with me, I'm like, well, I ain't trying to impress nobody. What the if I need to impress somebody, I'll get a haircut. That's what I usually do. And it's like, oh, I have a film shoot or something coming up. Whoop, whoop. Bam, let's look good. Oh, I'm going somewhere, or I'm trying to go to a job interview, or I need to start a new job or do something like that. Haircut, shave. But or if I was trying to impress a girl, but I gave up changing myself to impress women or anybody for that matter a long time ago.
Well, like I say, for me,
because I like being me.
I feel you on that. For me, 2023, like I say, the latter half was odd, but this year I'm pulling out of it. And one thing that I'm gonna make sure I start doing, I feel like I always had a decent, type style, but I'm gonna start, kind of cultivating it a little bit more here and there. And also, one thing that I'm gonna do is I would get haircuts, semi fairly regularly, but not for real. But now I'm trying to stay up on my haircuts, and I'm trying to get my haircut or at least lined up every few weeks or so to always do that shit. So that's one thing I'm doing. So I feel you because I was definitely the same way. But like, and the difference is, this is for me. I feel like I am gonna feel better. Like you like I feel better saying fuck it, I'm gonna do it when I feel like. For me, I feel like I'm gonna feel better doing it more often. So it's two different ways of doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, because it's like if I'm trying to impress people, yes, I'm gonna try to actually look good. If I'm just day to day life, it's like this is what I am. Deal with it. I ain't here to impress you. Like been at the job 2 years. I ain't trying to impress none of y'all people in here. I'm coming to work. I will wear my fucking polo and pants like I'm supposed to, and I'll take a shower and do all that shit. I'm not gross, but shave.
I ain't trying to impress y'all. Coming that motherfucker smelling like straight up ass.
Nah, I ain't one of those motherfuckers. We got enough of them.
I wasn't gonna say people on your job like that.
Oh well, it's not like I named anybody.
No, but I was yeah. Right, the camera. Look, I named anybody. Franklin. If you work with somebody named Franklin, that would be way too much for you. Anyway, now when you work in kitchens, you don't really realize how bad you may or may not smell until you leave.
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, yeah, you worked.
I've worked in kitchens before.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like me working like.
I've worked at more than just a sandwich place in the ice cream shop. I worked with a grill and some other shit at the marketplace. So lots of smelling like grease when I got home.
Okay.
And shit. Mm-hmm.
My mom, every time I go home, and I mean, I've been cooking for 11 years now or so. At least 10, probably 11 now. My mom, every time since I started fucking cooking, every time I go home, oh my God, oh, you stink. It's like, mama, well, one, you can't smell yourself. Two, down the line, I realized she is right. But three, it's like, mama, I'm sorry, but cooking opened up so many doors for me. Cooking opened up so many doors for me as far as being able to support myself, being able to do something that I like to do on a consistent basis, meeting people, learning how to cook to take care of myself better, and most importantly, being able to support my fucking passion as far as acting and rapping. So I'm like, I understand, mama, but like, yeah, but she did make a good point. She was like, whenever I wash my work clothes, I wash them separately because grill smoke and old grease smell does not get out of clothes. It just doesn't. They could smell better. They will never 100% be gone though. So stains and smell. So I wash them separately. Sometimes I sprinkle baking soda in with my clothes, like a whole box in with one load, and that'll make them smell fresher and better. But it was like, yeah, but no, that's one smell that just won't leave. Like so you don't realize how bad you probably smell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I worked at Steve Austin and came home smelling like ice cream every night, that was cool. That was cool, I actually smelled good no matter like what, because it just smelled like ice cream. When I worked at Quirky Quick, not so much. Obviously, people, these aren't the names of the places, but I'm not trying to put all these places' names out there. If you couldn't tell, I like speaking. I like coming up with code names for things about my real life.
You're basically giving them the name, so I know what the fuck you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're talking about. But yeah, what was I say? And I mean, I will say this: I knew I had gone to my job smelling fairly rank sometimes, and I know that I have left my job and gone to a gas station and not smelled it. Even after I fucking like washed my motherfucking self from head to toe, scrubbed my motherfucking, dick and balls and ass and fucking walk out smelling good, clothes fresh and everything. I work one shift and I leave. I know the people next to me, I don't smell the best, even if I don't smell disgusting. When I was getting my haircut one time, I tried to, go after work and I wanted to make sure that I got there before they closed. And while dude was cutting my hair, he stopped for a minute. He said, "Man, you work in the kitchen?" I was like, "Shit." So of course I had to tell my mom, and she was like, "I wasn't trying to be wrong when I said it." I was like, "I know."
Yeah.
But I love fucking my mom though. The last time I went over, well, not last time. This is a while ago. A while ago, I went over there, and she, like, I was going over, just say hi and all that shit. And then first thing I did, hey mama, gave a kiss. on the forehead, like, on the cheek, blah, blah. How you doing, dude? And I was like, ooh, I just came from work. And I got right in the face. I said, that smell you love. You love the smell, like right on her nose. You love it. You love it. You love it. Ah, you love it. Oh, the smell you love. Oh, oh. And then the second that I got done, she went, I was holding my breath. I said, oh, God. Oh, shit. You about to say something. What's up?
Nah, I was letting you finish. Oh, that was cool, though. That is funny. Yeah, with the chin thing. So yeah, 2010, I went to St. Louis. I'm living there at the time. And I was like, you know what I haven't done in a while? Rode a fucking bike. I got a bike here at my mom's house.
That's a lot of aggression.
So I'm going to ride a fucking bike. And I wanted to make an event out of it. Well, not an event, but I'm over dramatic about a lot of things in my life. And apparently, I was like that with the bike as well. So I get a headset or get my headphones on. I get my bike. I'm like, if I'm going to ride this, I'm going to ride it with style. I was really into, for people who don't know, I play a decent amount of Street Fighter. This guy over my shoulder in red, Ken, is one of the characters I've always used. And there was a cool version of his theme from Street Fighter 2 HD Remix that they used as the main menu song because I guess they felt it was too epic to be the in-match song. Because it was like that, but with like hard guitars and stuff, just... So I'm like, if I'm gonna ride the bike, I'm gonna ride, and especially because I was obsessed with the song at the time. I'm pretty sure in either 2009 or 2010, at some point, I had it as a ringtone. So I'm like, if I'm gonna ride the bike, I'm gonna start it up because it has a nice little intro. It's like, dun, 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 dun. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, get my bike, no helmet, of course. Not that would have helped in this situation, given, the spoiler. But I'm sitting there like, got my jacket on. I wear jackets a lot year round. It's the middle of summer. Calm down. But I'm like, get the hands on the bike, kick off the wheel, go. My fucking hat flies off the top of my head. Oh, I gotta stop to get my hat because I'm starting to go downhill almost immediately, and my hat flies off. Like, I gotta stop to get my hat. The bike didn't have rear brakes. So I pulled the brake and like literally like 10 seconds into the song, it's literally and the music's just playing. Ow, 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 blood, ow. Let me take this bike to the house. I'm just like, well, the timing's gonna be funny when I talk about it. And then later I was like, oh yeah, that's when it scabbed over. It's like, yeah, no follicles left on that little patch.
You would need your hair to grow long enough to grow over it to act like it wasn't there.
And you would not be able to tell when I do have like it grown out unless I go, look at my, because it's very small.
I wouldn't have noticed it for real if you hadn't said so.
Yeah, well, that's why I pointed it out and told you.
Right.
Because there's a story attached. But yeah, and it's funny because it had its own comedic timing built in.
Oh, because the music.
Yeah, because my stupid ass decided to turn music on. But at the same time, had I not fallen on my face, it would have been fun. Would have been a fun car ride or fun bike ride with the music. And I didn't stop riding that bike. I kept riding it with its back tire not having a rear brake because it still had the front brake. I just forgot that the rear brake had broken years ago, like 5 years before I did it, because it was my bike.
Right.
So I knew that it had a brake situation. It's just with the hat flying off and me trying to hurry up and get it, I did it, and since it's the emergency brake, it just stops it. It doesn't slow you down like the rear brake, like the rear thing would.
That sound like that would hurt like a fucking
Oh, it
bitch
did.
slamming on your fucking chin.
Yeah, on the concrete. Yeah, or asphalt. Yeah.
Because usually when you fall and fall and you hit your head, that hurts. But your head is like pretty hard. This is just like real.
Yep. I was scared. I might have broke some teeth. I could have, if my tongue was out, I could have there with my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Lucky. Look, I've got bad dexterity because I'm clumsy, but I got a good reflex save. I've avoided, so far, I've avoided major injury with all of my clumsiness, and I've had a lot of it throughout my life. Now, I've been sprained and had tons of minor injuries. I've cut both of my fingers doing stupid shit at work. But I have cut him. One of them needed stitches. One of them probably should have gotten stitches, but I didn't. But yeah. This finger I cut with a knife. This finger I cut with this. How? Literally.
No, I mean, what? Well, you just said I don't want my finger no more. Like,
no, all right. So,
when you look at,
I work in food service, or I did. I don't work in food service anymore. Thank goodness.
I thought you were talking about at your current job. Okay,
no, I've worked in food service for a lot.
Okay,
when I was in college. Okay. I was working at a place that also had a grill where I also dealt with a lot of chicken. So I worked at two places where I dealt with a grill and chicken and grease and all that shit.
I thought you were talking about curry. That's why I was like, what
the place was called, I'm okay with saying the name of this place because one, the name of the place is stupid, and two, the place don't exist no more. Pollo Pollo means chicken.
I've heard of that place. I didn't know you worked there.
There's no real, no, you've heard Pollo Tropical or some real place with an actual name. Pollo Pollo you ain't heard of. Unless you heard me complain about working at Pollo Pollo with the stupid, doofy looking chicken in his tennis shoes.
Wait a minute. Maybe I don't know this place then. No,
okay,
I'm thinking Pollo Loco, I think.
You know what?
I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Fingers, Pollo Pollo. Stories for another time, because I realize we've been going for about 50 something minutes, right?
Yeah, I'm timing the year.
Yeah, so stories for another case. Just know food service. Actually, do I have any burns left from Steve Austin? Do I have an injury from every food place I worked at? This burn wasn't from a food place. The arm burn is almost gone. That's good. That was from Quirky
Quick. You
Quick.
can tell somebody that is a cook or a chef.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. Let me back up.
Yep. Oh yeah, you will definitely be more burned than I am. That ain't.
And then reaching in ovens and over shit.
Yeah, that ain't even a competition. I shouldn't have been. I know I got burned at Steve Austin, cause it's like, how do you get burned at an ice cream place? Yeah, it's like, how do you get burned at an ice cream place? Oh yeah, you the waffle irons. That's how you get burned at an ice cream place. Yes. And Steve Austin's, they love their waffle cones and waffle bowls, even if the customers are too stupid to realize that it's not a size in and of itself and it's an extra thing. When I ask you what size do you want, and when you say, hey, I'd like a waffle bowl, sure, you can get that in any of our 3 sizes. Would you like it in the small, medium, or large? I want it in a waffle bowl. Nigga, pick a size of ice cream. There's 3 sizes of ice cream. Any of them can go in the waffle bowl. I just want a waffle bowl. Why is this so fucking hard? Get the fuck out of my store. That's the things I want. That's the way I want the conversation to go with. But
dealing with the public with shit like that shit is so goddamn true.
Yeah, this one dude. Yeah.
Why is this hard for you to just tell me? Like, do you not understand? I'm telling you, it works this way. You're telling me how it works, and you don't fucking work here, bitch.
Yeah. And this one dude that I used to work with, I'll call him Runner. He started when I did, and we both made it up to like the assistant manager-esque level. He actually got the title. I didn't, but he was assistant manager for a while. But when he quit because we both also went to college around the same time, so we were both gonna quit around the same time anyway. Like, I like this place, it's cool and all, but there are only so many times where someone could ask for a waffle bowl, and you ask them what size, and they say a waffle bowl. Only so many times you can hear that before you want to just hate every person that has that interaction with you. And I'm like, yeah, it's a minor thing. Yes, people at home, it's a minor gripe.
But small shit adds up.
But it's the same thing as when you go to a lot of like food places that if you've worked in food service, you know that a lot of customers don't want to read the menu. Like when they come to your sandwich shop and they ask you if you have a ham and cheese. First off, what the fuck sandwich shop doesn't have ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese.
Second, if you looked at the menu, you'd realize the first sandwich, the number 1, is a fucking ham and cheese sandwich. It's quite literally the first thing you see on the menu because it's so fucking obvious that we have ham and cheese sandwiches. Oh, but what, I didn't look at that side. I looked on the side that said it had bigger sandwiches. Oh, do you remember what until recently was the number 7? The one that had 2 portions of ham and cheese? You mean the one that's also a ham and cheese sandwich? The one that's not even called like some Spanish name for it, so you could be kind of confused when it's like, oh, number 1, the Felipe. Okay, yeah, okay, you may not know what a Felipe is, but the Gourmet Ham Club? Oh, the one that literally says ham in it. You don't take a second to look and see what else it has? Oh, ham, cheese, mayo, lettuce, tomato? And so, you know, you work at a place 8 years, and in year 8, a motherfucker comes in and asks if you have a ham and cheese sandwich, and you just want to like slap them. Or when they come in and they ask what sizes you got, and you go, we got 8 inches. That's all we got. We got one size. And they go, don't y'all got a foot long? No. Do you see a price for a foot long? Do you see a price? What about 16 inches? Do you have that? Yeah, you can buy 2 sandwiches.
Hey, that's funny.
Eventually, they got 16-inch sandwiches. I've probably given away what the name of the place is if y'all know enough. But if you knew enough from that, you probably guessed it when I said Quirky Quick. Bottom line is, minor gripes with customers over the years, and it was one said this finger happened because of an annoying customer order. But yes,
damn, I know, like you like trying to hold off because it's time to close out. That's such a lead in because annoying order. I want to be like, what was the order?
It only had slightly to do with the order, but it had to do with the order. The order was the catalyst.
But anyway, well, all annoying customers aside,
you know who's not annoying customers? Our loyal fans out there.
I was just finding a way to get there. Thank you, my friend. So go ahead and be some loyal fans, loyal supporters, wonderful friends, and go ahead and keep joining this Whatever We Want family. And to do so, one thing that you can do is support us on our respective socials. That being said, if you would like to follow yours truly, you can go ahead, find me anywhere you stream your music. Go ahead and look me up under the name Super Jazz. That is going to be spelled SUPERJAZ. Look me up on any music streaming platform, not any streaming platform, goddamn. Every fucking where. Look me up on any music streaming platform under the name, look for the album My Secret Identity. So it's going to put in Super Jazz, My Secret Identity, because I'm not that famous yet. Also, on the Twitters, You go ahead and look me up under the handle Super Jazz.
Super Jazz. You thought I forgot. It's because I did, but I got it. Super Jazz.
He was lying in wait like a pimple. Because he's a fan, get it?
Anyway.
I didn't even do that on purpose.
I shouldn't be, but I am.
But yeah, look me up on Twitter under the name Super Jazz 2. So that's Super Jazz number 2. Go ahead and find and follow me on Instagram under the handle Forever Super Jazz, the word forever spelled correctly. And of course, I started a production company and did the inaugural show for said company back in June of 2023. Now that it is 2024, go ahead, find and follow on Facebook the page Aquarian Rising Productions to stay up to date with all things for the theater company that I started last year. I got some things in the works, got a little more. I know I keep saying this every episode.
It's true.
It takes a good amount to put a show on. Not that I'm complaining, but that's why I keep saying before I promote it. All that being said, go ahead and like the page. I got some logs in the fire, is what I'm getting at. So I got some logs in the fire. I got some ink drying on some pages. Stay up to date on Facebook with Aquarian Rising Productions. Aquarian, not Aquarius. Where can they find you, man?
Well, first and foremost, y'all know y'all can find me here every week, every Wednesday on the Whatever We Want podcast. You can find me elsewhere on YouTube on the channel Feo Grande. That's Feo Grande. Got a couple shows I do weekly on that channel as well with a good friend of mine and good friend of the show, Bill Smith.
Shout out to Bill.
Thank you very much. Yes, shout out to Bill indeed. We got 2 shows for you. First off, every week, every Tuesday, I got a show called This Guy Hasn't Seen, where we trade movies back and forth and sometimes other things. And occasionally we may have a guest on and trade something that's not movies or TV shows and maybe do some wrestling. Like this week when we had this guy on the channel over here.
It was a fun time.
And then other weeks, we don't trade stuff. We take suggestions from others. Like next week, when we got the Indian film Lagan. Yeah, it's about cricket. Anyway, check that out.
Should I log on and watch it?
You should. It was nominated for an Oscar.
I apologize. That was very...
As a film enthusiast, you should. It was nominated for an Oscar. Just set aside 4 hours because Indian movie.
God damn.
Yeah. Be happy it's not the 7-hour director's cut. I don't know if that actually exists, but I know the original cut of the film was 7 hours.
I thought Killers of the Flower Moon looked long and scared me when I saw it was 3.5 hours.
Nah, 3.5 hours is like standard for them.
Jesus. Anyway,
indeed, it's still worth a watch. Check out Lagan. It's on Netflix. Netflix has started suggesting a lot of Indian movies to me because I watched the Bahubalis, RRR, and now Lagan. It's like, you'll like this. Will I? I don't know. Maybe. I also have a show on that channel every week, every Saturday called You Don't Watch Sports, where Bill and I... Thank you. Bill and I sit here and we talk about some sports topics from the week. 3 topics to help you out as a casual sports fan. You may not even watch sports, but people who are around you, they'll talk about sports. It's the cooler stuff. Hey, you see the game this week? What about that LeBron? What about that Draymond? Maybe you don't know a lot. We got some help. We can help you out. Sprinkle a little information into that sports conversation for you. Be your guiding light through sports. I also have a Twitter and Twitch at Giotavi. That is Giotavi. Come on in, stop on by. I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter, and I hit Diamond just this week on Tuesday, last night.
Just talking about.
Yeah, last night I hit Diamond.
Like big goals and not goals, but your big accomplishments from 2023, hitting platinum. Now you hit, man.
Oh yeah, well, a long New Year's Day Eve stream where I played like 100 matches put me right on the edge, like a couple of points away. Then the New Year's Day I stream and demote a whole rank and stop the stream because I'm salty. And while editing or looking at videos and sending them to the editor, I decided to play some more off stream, got back to about the same position, and then Tuesday night, before we did our thing, I went live for a short period hit diamond and was like, cool, let me take a picture, put this on Twitter, and stop playing for today so I can at least have 24 hours where I'm diamond rank before I log in tomorrow, lose immediately, and not see this rank again for weeks.
Goddamn.
Dude, if you got, did you not hear me talk about the past 3 days? The roller coaster that was? Oh, I'm so close. Literally lose an entire rank the next day. I went like 9-34 on stream. It was not good.
9-34 is bad.
It was not a good day. Anyway.
Well,
check it out. I'm planning on doing the thing where my Twitter tweets when I stream again. And because I'm trying to stream a lot more. I hated doing it before because I felt like I'd be bothering people with every day it just pops up. I'm streaming now. Nigga, no one gives a fuck. Don't fucking stream. Well, I don't care. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, but they're friends and family. They already know I do it. It's not like I have a shit ton of followers on Twitter. Although I am growing some. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Check it out. Geotavi.
I told you one of my goals for this year is to promote whatever we want better than I have been, which is none at all. So even if I promoted barely,
you promoted once this year, you've been you resolution complete.
But no, I really do. We've been putting in a lot of work, and we're at that point right now where we're not caring. At least at this point, we're not caring about, oh, I got to make money off of this. Clearly, we just want some fucking interaction and some viewership. That's really all. So we can promote. I am going to promote this somewhat, for real. All that being said, whether it be about the fact that I'm going to retire the first half of the bit for this outro joke and just keep the second half of it, what are we going to talk about next?
Whatever we want.
Be nice to yourself, everybody. Got a whole motherfucking year. Be nice to yourself.
Be happy, damn it. Adios, this.